Hey, it's the Veronicas, and you're watching filmmarriotts.net.
Jess and Lisa, the Veronicas, how are you?
Hi, darling.
Hello.
We're so good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's good to see you.
Yeah, I'm glad we finally get to meet.
And you're here in London, which I've heard is your favourite city, or one of your favourite cities in the world.
It is. We love it here. It's so vibrant. The people are amazing. I love the Brits' sense of humour.
We
So
do. And my
it's
favourite
just-
comedians are from here.
Now, we're going to talk about your new music, but first, something I think has caused internet meltdown is that picture, which I think you know what I'm talking about, that picture.
Could be multiple pictures.
I was like, okay, yeah, I think I know which
you're
one.
talking about the single cover.
Everybody who I know who's seen it, they've all been open-mouthed.
Oh.
It's a jaw-dropping moment. It's almost like a double take moment.
It is a beautiful
My
shade
God.
of purple, that glitter. It's jaw-dropping colour.
When you look closely, you realise that it's just glitter.
Yeah, it's body paint. So it's essentially glitter body paint. And we got to collaborate on this shot with this incredible photographer named Sasha Samsonova. And she does very high fashion shoots for Kylie and Kendall Jenner a lot. And she's just incredible. She works really out of the box. And we got to shoot that shot at this old motel. It's called the Pink Motel in Los Angeles.
50s style.
50s style, and we were in an old car yard, and we actually shot it out by this emptied out pool. It was just
It was
fun.
cool. We really wanted to sort of embody the idea of this sort of otherworldly feel.
Yeah, it feels kind of sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's a striking image, a really
Thank you.
vibrant image, beautiful colours, and you both look amazing in the shot.
Thank you so much.
But it has that kind of, I was going to say Under the Skin, the movie.
Alien.
It's got that
Oh,
feel about
yeah.
it, quite dark.
Oh yeah, well that's sort of our vibe. We love that.
Yeah.
We're a bit obsessed with ufology and all the rest of it, and
Yeah.
it did feel like a second skin.
And we were seeing red with the video. The whole room is just red for the new single, which is In My
Yes.
Blood. You're just trashing the room. Never mess with you if we're going to get you involved with home improvements, because this is just crazy. You're throwing bottles at the wall. Hammer goes through the TV.
Yeah.
It's pretty cathartic, I would have thought, to do
It
that kind of thing. Was it
was.
fun to do?
Very, very therapeutic. It's such a fun day of shooting, and it was pretty it's the most low pressure shoot we've ever had, but at the same time we only had one shot, to get it right, just smashing the TV. We had one TV, we're working on a budget here. We didn't have 5 more lined up. So she really had to get that shot right and the rest of it. So no, it was really fun to just, we're just trashing stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing. My first thought was, oh my God, these girls are in hotels. They're just going to trash the place. Has that ever happened to you? Have you been in a situation where you thought, oh, just throw the TV out the window?
I'm usually very respectable of other people's
Never thrown a
stuff.
TV.
Yeah, we had a band member throw a pot plant across the room in Vegas once. I feel like Vegas, it's
Such a rock star
standard.
cliche, isn't it? It's brilliant.
Totally.
Now, Alice on your Facebook page said that In My Blood, the new single, is on repeat every day. I love what she's put here. She's put, do I need to call an exorcist or something? Which I think is just brilliant. It's almost like there's something wrong with her, but it's not, because it's like a healthy obsession.
That's
that's
really
so
sweet.
cute.
That song
Yeah.
is, we've heard that with this song in particular. It's got that hypnotic, addictive quality, which is honestly what we wanted, because, that's the feeling that we were trying to convey when we were writing In My Blood.
Yeah, I think lyrically it talks about love at first sight. It's that sort of adrenaline rush you feel when you sort of, meet someone for the first time, and there's that unexplainable chemistry. It's
Quite overwhelming.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you've been number one in Australia, back home.
Yeah.
Your fans are really loyal to you there, aren't they?
They're so loyal.
are.
We're very lucky. We've had a really long career there, and it's, we released our first record in 2005, and it's very cool that we're still able to release music that feels like it's being embraced on that level.
And now it's UK domination.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
we love that. So we want to spend
Too
more
right.
time here.
Now, I love one of your tweets recently. I've been following you on Twitter, and there was one where you said number one for a second week, and you were kind of rejoicing about that, understandably. We're just 2 girls from North Brisbane, you said in the tweet.
Yeah.
And there's a really cute picture of you as kids, and it says, never give up, your dreams come true, which I think is such a great message to put to people, especially younger fans that
Absolutely.
might feel a bit disillusioned by the work that they're doing? Or
Oh,
or life in
absolutely.
general?
We were just having this conversation the other day. We were like, obviously so much of it is about the preparation and developing skills and talent, but then, so much of it is luck and persistence. And persistence. I mean, we've been
Yeah.
doing this for,
11,
the
12
Veronicas for almost 12 years now. And, there were so many times we could have given up or got over it or been uninspired or felt like we were in a situation we were stuck in, but we always persisted. We always focused back on the music and creating and believing in ourselves and our abilities, and knowing that if we really focused on the right things, that, one day we would be able to just, whatever is the problem, like knock that down and continue to do what we love and what we're passionate about. And so, it is important that people know that your dreams can come true, and they will continue to. Cyclic, you'll have the ups and downs, and you've got to take it all in your stride, and just the dream is always the bigger picture of it, and the number one is so incredible, and it's the reward at the end of the day. But the really rewarding times is when we're on stage and we've had a fan base now for 12 years, and they're still there singing all the songs from all the different albums back to us, and our creative freedom, and they're the really ultra rewarding moments for us.
We're lucky we have each other. We'll drag each other back down to earth if we have
Yeah.
to. But, we also have perspective. I mean, that comes with age and experience and maturity, and you figure out eventually the things that make you truly happy. And, fame is very fleeting. You can be
Yeah.
the hottest thing one minute and not the next. And
Yeah.
you can't invest your self-worth in something that's just not real.
It's fantastic also to see you supporting marriage equality back home in Australia.
Yeah,
You're
of
supporting the
course.
public vote.
Yes.
Obviously, Ahlen last year was the first country
know.
with the public vote that was successful.
Yeah, amazing.
It's brilliant that you're doing that
Of
as
course,
well. because
we're
you're
very
supporting the
passionate.
cause.
Of course, yeah. That's like we're very, very passionate about equality for all, marriage equality. It's very upsetting for us to, for the reality that in Australia it is still not. We still don't have that legislative change, and so we're going to continue to campaign until that happens. Hopefully, in the next few months, we will have a government in place that will be taking that through. And yeah, we're not going to stop. I mean, obviously, we would love to see that everywhere. So if we can continue to support in any other places as well, but right now Australia is our main focus, and it's embarrassing for us. We to think that we live in this time right now, and that this is still something that we're having to campaign for. It seems so ridiculous, but at the same time, I guess it's not. And so we're happy to take on head on those issues as loud and as proud as we can.
How brilliant is it going to be when that overturns and
Oh,
you're going to be
it's
partly responsible for it? It's just great, isn't it? It's going to be such a great feeling.
Oh, you know what? And there's so much support there, and the Australian public want it. It's so absurd that the government are keeping us in such an outdated mode, and something that should never have been. It shouldn't even be a discussion at this point.
I feel like times are changing. It's
inevitable.
It's just
So why-
it's a matter of time now. So
Yeah.
we don't. We need to just get on it.
expedite
Good
that.
to see, and great to see you doing the speeches as well at the rallies and all the
Yay.
the events that are happening. The new album. Tell us about the new album. This is really exciting, and I think you're going on tour next February. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going to try and start touring as soon as possible. We're aiming to have the album out by November, and then start touring as soon as that's out. So, we can't wait to come back over here and tour. We love our fans in the UK and up through all of
It's such
Europe.
an incredible tour last time. I remember it was just like we got to kind of go everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're kind of some of the craziest crowds we've had.
Yeah, I remember you played Heaven,
Yes.
which is brilliant. That was insane.
Yeah, it was.
Amazing.
It was
People there.
so much fun.
So the new album, is it different? And obviously every album's going to be different in some ways because you're progressing, but
Yeah.
does it feel like a radical change for you, this album?
It definitely feels like I guess radical. Like it is different. It's unpredictable in a sense because the things that are inspiring us are constantly changing, and we are inspired by different different relationships happening in our lives and different forms of art. If we go to the museum or if something we're listening to or currently what's happening on the radio or whatever's inspiring us is constantly changing. So I think we're constantly changing as artists.
That's brilliant. Well,
as
good
a
luck
result.
with it. Yeah.
Thank you.
In My Blood is the new single.
Yes.
And looking forward to the new album, you say in November possibly. So
Planning on
looking
it.
forward to hearing that. Thanks for your
Thank
time.
you so much,
Thank you so
darling.
much.